We just got a brand new trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and wow, there is so much to talk about, so many crazy details and shots in this trailer. Kind of blew me away when I saw it for the first time. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. As the trailer starts off, it just jumps right into it. We see some crazy imagery, an abandoned Sanctum Sanctorum, Doctor Strange walking through it, and then it jumps to where we see Carmitage, where we see a bunch of the sorcerers there. And then from there it goes to a third shot where we see some sort of multiversal villain, it seems like. But one of the people in the shot appears to be America Chavez. She's one of the main heroes in this movie, and her ability is that she's able to create portals to travel through the multiverse. This was also in the last trailer, but we also get a quick shot of one of the Doctor Strange variants. We know that because he has a ponytail, so that's not our main Doctor Strange, but we know that in this movie, there are at least 3 and probably even more. This shot was also from the previous trailer. It appears that Doctor Strange is using chaos magic. Now people say that because it is the same sort of like red color that Wanda does as well. I don't know if that'll be the case because the whole idea that in this universe is that Scarlet Witch is the only one who can do this chaos magic. But it also could be that Doctor Strange is messing with powers that aren't under his own control, and he's messing with the universe, and that could be the main conflict of this movie. Now we see that the main idea is that Doctor Strange is guilty of doing something with the universe and messing with the natural order of things. We assume that this is one from either Doctor Strange 1 when he used the Time Stone, or 2 is from No Way Home when he messed with the multiverse there in a big way, or it could be its own new conflict in this movie. The possibilities are endless, or who even knows, it could be all 3, that 3 strikes and he's out, that Doctor Strange just messes with the universe when he really shouldn't be. And then we get a shot that's very reminiscent of the Marvel's What If series, in particular the Doctor Strange episode, wherein the Supreme Doctor Strange in that universe messed with his reality, tried to change things, and because of it, his reality was destroyed. And it's the same sort of aesthetic in this shot as well, meaning Doctor Strange definitely messed with something. We get a shot of Baron Mordo. Now it does seem to be that this is actually a variant of Baron Mordo. This is based on leaks and speculation because he does look very different and he seems more heroic in this sense. So he's not the typical villain version. It could also be the same character that has just changed, but that waits to be seen. I'm assuming though that it is a variant version just because this is a multiverse movie and variants are all over the place. And this is when we start to get into the really good stuff. So first we see Doctor Strange is being imprisoned and led away by a bunch of robots. In particular, these seem to be a variant of Ultron. Now, I don't know how many of you guys keep up with leaks, but I can't show it myself, but a while back, a bunch of photos leaked of pre-res images showcasing this exact scene where Doctor Strange is being taken away by a bunch of Ultron robots, confirming all these prior leaks are in fact true. But who's in charge of all these Ultron robots? Well, based on this next shot, I think we know. If you see the next scene, Doctor Strange walks into a room and it appears that he is meeting with none other than Marvel's Illuminati. But who is the Illuminati? Well, it's a secret organization comprised of Marvel's smartest and most powerful heroes. They come together and meet and try to prevent conflicts from arising in their universe. And on this team, we could see potential people like Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Namor, Charles Xavier, and of course Mr. Fantastic. And here it seems we have a sort of multiversal illuminati comprised of all these characters who come together and try to prevent multiversal disaster. And speaking of Charles Xavier, in the next scene, we hear none other than Patrick Stewart saying the words, "We should tell him the truth," confirming the leaks that Charles Xavier is in fact in the movie, that he's part of the Illuminati, and he's playing Professor X. In this movie, he is back. And of course, there are plenty of other rumors and speculations like Iron Man being played by Tom Cruise or John Krasinski playing Mr. Fantastic. But for this trailer, all that we see is of course Patrick Stewart back as Charles Xavier. Now we don't know if he's the same Charles Xavier from the X-Men universe or he's just playing a variant. But regardless, it's the same actor playing the same type of character. And then we just get some beautiful CGI shots where Doctor Strange is flying through the multiverse with America Chavez. And I'm so excited about this. I hope that knowing Sam Raimi and knowing just Marvel CGI, that they try to do some crazy, wacky scenes where they're jumping through different universes and it looks super crazy. If you remember that one scene in What If where the Watcher was punched through all the different dimensions, I hope we see something similar to that. Then we get to see a very familiar scene where Doctor Strange is talking to Supreme Doctor Strange from the What If show. Nothing new really there. And then we see a crazy shot of Captain Marvel fighting Scarlet Witch, aka Wanda Maximoff. But here's the thing. It doesn't seem to be our Captain Marvel. First of all, it is definitely not Carol Danvers. It actually seems to be Monica Rambeau. But also, this Monica Rambeau seems way more advanced, and that's why I think it's actually going to be a Monica Rambeau variant. I've said it once, I'm going to say it again. There are going to be multiple variants of characters that we know and don't know in this movie. there are gonna be a lot of them. So it seems that in this shot, a variant of Monica Rambeau, who definitely is way more advanced and more skilled, is fighting Captain Marvel. We might get that age-old question answered on who the strongest Avenger is, because many people know the top 3 heroes are Thor, Monica Rambeau, and Captain Marvel as far as power scaling goes. And if you ask me, the reason why Monica Rambeau is fighting Scarlet Witch is because I think Scarlet Witch is going to be the villain, but I'll touch more on that later in this trailer. We get some more shots of Carmitage under attack, who knows by what, some sort of evil, some sort of character maybe like Shuma Gorath, or Gargantos, depending on which name you want to call the creature. As it seems, this character is Shuma Gorath, but because of licensing, they had to call it Gargantos. And now we get more into the evil Wanda side of things, where we see Wanda questioning Doctor Strange, asking him, you broke reality, you did all these crazy things, but you're hailed as a hero and they call me a villain. But I don't know, Wanda, I think holding an entire town hostage does seem to be a more villainous act than like using magic to save the world, and the multiverse, and the universe. Not exactly the same thing, you know? Now this sequence is probably my favorite in the trailer because I have a big speculation for it. Here we see a Scarlet Witch in her uniform versus a Scarlet Witch in her normal clothes. And I think that this is the scene where Wanda turns evil. And that symbolically during this scene, Wanda is giving up on her hero side of things and giving into the villainous. She wants what she wants and the universe keeps on fighting her on it, but she has had enough and she will stop anyone who gets in their way and kill anyone who she needs to and destroy anything that gets in her way, from her being with Vision and her children. And then we see Baron Mordo fighting Doctor Strange, I presume again a variant. Then we get some more shots of America Chavez doing her cool thing. Wong of course is here back and forth being awesome. And then it ends on this crazy shot of a deathly looking Doctor Strange. It could be a zombie version, it could be a different variant that's sort of corrupted by magic, we don't know. But if you ask me, this is definitely an evil version. There's no way that's a good guy. And then we get, of course, a new title card for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And one more thing I want to throw up, this was seen during the TV spot only, not the official trailer during the Super Bowl, but we see a version of the Defender Doctor Strange, which is going to be a variant, and of course, the Doctor Strange that we just saw at the very end, who seems very villainous and seems more like a zombie. And that is the entire trailer. There's a lot more to talk about in depth with this trailer as far as plot points, where this thing could go, but this is a general idea of everything you might have missed in this trailer. So if you want a more in-depth version later on, I do hope you subscribe and stick around. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.